Shapes your reality. Introductory paragraph. We all have a constant, internal narrator. This voice comments on our day, analyzes our interactions, and makes predictions about our future. This phenomenon, known as self-talk, is far more than just mental background noise. It is the foundational script from which we build our emotions, make our decisions, and project our confidence into the world. Understanding this internal dialogue is the first step toward mastering it, allowing us to consciously replace limiting narratives with empowering ones that shape a brighter, more resilient reality. Explanation. This opening paragraph introduces the core concept of self-talk as a powerful, ever-present force. It frames the topic by stating its profound impact on key areas of life, emotions, decisions, confidence, and ends with a promise of the benefit the reader will gain, learning how to consciously transform it. Body paragraph 1. The mechanism of influence. The words we whisper to ourselves in moments of challenge or triumph are not passive. They directly influence our neurochemistry and emotional state. Telling yourself, "I can't handle this," triggers a stress response, releasing cortisol, which clouds judgment and fuels anxiety. Conversely, constructive self-talk like, "This is tough, but I can work through it," activates the brain's problem-solving centers and fosters calm determination. This internal dialogue becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, continuously shaping our perception of events and, by extension, our lived experience. Our brain believes what we repeatedly tell it, and our reality adjusts to match those beliefs. Explanation. This paragraph dives into the how, explaining the tangible, physiological impact of self-talk. It uses concrete examples of negative versus positive phrases and links them to specific outcomes, stress versus problem solving. The key point is establishing the cause and effect loop between our inner speech and our external reality. Body paragraph 2. Identifying and challenging limiting narratives. The journey to reshaping your reality begins with becoming a detective of your own mind. Pay attention to the automatic thoughts that arise in specific situations, especially those involving failure, social settings, or new challenges. Do you hear a voice saying, "I always mess up," "They won't like me," or "I'm not the kind of person who succeeds"? These are limiting narratives, often rooted in past experiences or learned beliefs. The crucial step is not to believe them at face value but to challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? What evidence do I have against this thought? Would I say this to a friend in my situation? This process creates cognitive distance and robs the negative narrative of its power. Explanation. This section provides practical advice. It shifts from theory to action, guiding the reader on how to observe and interrogate their negative self-talk. The questions offered are classic cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, tools, making the advice actionable and effective. Body paragraph 3. Crafting empowering alternatives. Once you've identified and paused a limiting thought, the transformative work begins, rewriting the script. This isn't about empty affirmations you don't believe, but about building believable, compassionate, and empowering counterstatements. Instead of, "I always mess up," try, "I sometimes make mistakes, and I learn from each one." Replace, "They won't like me," with, "I will be my authentic self, and that is enough." This practice, called cognitive reframing, gradually builds new neural pathways. With consistent repetition, these empowering narratives become the brain's default, fostering resilience, boosting intrinsic motivation, and fundamentally altering how you approach life's opportunities and obstacles. Explanation. This paragraph presents the solution: how to actively build better self-talk. It warns against unrealistic positivity and advocates for credible, nuanced alternatives. It concludes by summarizing the long-term benefits: new neural pathways, resilience, motivation. Tying the practice back to the promise of a shaped reality. Concluding paragraph and call to action. Your inner dialogue is a tool you've always possessed, and its power is immense. By learning to observe, challenge, and rewrite it, you take active authorship of your life story. This journey of self-mastery is ongoing. But each conscious word you choose is a step toward a more confident and fulfilling reality. If you found this insight valuable and want to dive deeper into mastering your mindset, building resilience, and unlocking your potential, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly content designed to empower your growth journey. Your support helps us create more of what you love.